My name is Khuê, and I am a 16-year-old girl. Born and raised in Vietnam, I was always intrigued by its long-standing history like other Vietnamese. The more I learned about the historical events, the more fascinated I was, especially the Vietnam War, a catastrophe and concurrently a core element of the strong relationship between Vietnam and the United States, who were once considered enemies. To this day, the Vietnam War is still an inspiration for various authors, and the Vietnam War, directed by Ken Burns, is one of the most famous war-related artworks. I remember watching some of the episodes, and my view about the Vietnam War was gradually shaped. The Vietnam War was 20 years of pain, armed combats with artillery and chemical warfare, leading to the death of innocent lives, soldiers from Vietnam and U.S. service members. Even after the war, the physical and mental wounds were so insufferable, and to some militants, the ongoing war flashbacks were killing them like parasites. But the Vietnam War also brought us to a new era, where we saw how devastating and pointless wars could be, an era of peace and friendship. Granted, certain events in our timelines showed that people longed to form connections centuries ago. I was surprised to find out that in 1829, a diplomatic delegation sent by President Andrew Jackson traveled on the USS Peacock to meet King Minh Mang, Nguyen Dynasty, to publish bilateral relations and expand trade. Even though the result was not as expected, it was a milestone in early history for reciprocal diplomacy between the two countries. A century later, on July 11, 1995, President Bill Clinton proclaimed the normalization of diplomatic relationships with Vietnam to eradicate the legacies of wars and build trust and commitment, laying the foundations for the Vietnam-U.S. growing long-term partnership establishment in 2013. Ambassador Pete Peterson once said, "We cannot change the past. What we can change is the future." The 10th anniversary of the Vietnam-U.S. Comprehensive Partnership is proof of this saying. 2023 marks a decade of cooperation between two countries for multi-faceted development, especially in dealing with the aftermath of the Vietnam War, health, and education. It is heartwarming to see missing U.S. service members return to their families. It is heartwarming to see the smiles of people with disabilities caused by Agent Orange and war injuries as they pursue a happy life. It is heartwarming to see people from all around the world, including those from Vietnam and the US, supporting each other during the COVID-19 pandemic with financial aid, life-saving vaccines, and together putting an end to social distancing and getting back to our former lives. It is heartwarming that students in Vietnam can seek suitable studying environments where they can fit in and chase their dreams. The 10th anniversary of the Vietnam-U.S. Comprehensive Partnership marks a flourishing development in diplomatic relations between the two nations. As I am speaking, I sense a bustling and exhilarating atmosphere from the people of the two countries, welcoming President Joe Biden to Vietnam this upcoming September 10th to potentially announce a major upgrade of their bilateral relations. This event is considered a milestone of the Vietnam-U.S. partnership, or, according to our generation, Wow, a new step.